Welcome back to WOWBIZ Weekly. I'm Lynn Hinderocker. This is show 21. It's the spring of 2013. We're right here at the Harper Center at Creighton University, right in the Hickson Lead Auditorium. It's an incredible theater facility with a live audience of some very intelligent people, not the least of which are some young Creighton students, business students. My next guest, fascinating guy, is an entrepreneur, as are many of my guests here on WOWBIZ Weekly. Interestingly, he is the producer and collaborator, the coordinator of this particular digital media production. He's seen it from the beginning, he's seen it all the way through to the end, and that is this moment. Please welcome my new friend, Mr. Dan Schneider, everybody, right here. Right here. Yeah! Woo! All right, Streamlight. I didn't know what Streamlight Productions even was until Creighton hooked us up and we got started. And you weren't necessarily that thrilled when we first got acquainted. And I walked in and you said, "Is this all? Is this it? It's you?" And we kicked it that first show. And so what do you think? You've shared so many times. I've gotten down about this project, and you've had so many positive things, suggestions, for me.
Right. Well, I think it's. I don't think anyone in town can say that they brought together over 120 thought leaders, business professionals, people from the press you've brought in a setting where you have, dean's fellows at the top, college in the state of Nebraska, sharing these ideas and then producing videos. You hired the best. Production company.
Hired the best production company, that's for sure. Yeah.
StreamlightProductions.com.
Yes.
But anyway, you've captured something here that I think.
What have we done here?
This was really ready for the internet.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of new media, is that it would have been way too expensive to try to produce this for television because you had to buy the media. Okay.
Right.
And so I feel like the internet has really provided an outlet for something like this, where people want to watch.
Gives us the distribution.
Exactly, gives the free distribution, and the people want to watch people that are in their communities and has some access that they normally don't get.
Do you think this is relevant? Is this relevant data and information that we are sharing with the public right now?
If you scroll down the roster of your guests, these are people who are making our city
what it
great.
Is. Yeah.
You look at all these, Forbes magazine, all these different reports that come out. We're always ranked in the top 10 for something good here.
Yeah.
And you seem to have on, I don't know how, but you get these people to come on who are making this a great city. So it has to be relevant.
Now tell me, when the show is over and when the people leave, what's the vibe? What are people saying to you afterwards and so on as the thing goes?
It's very positive.
Yeah.
It's very positive.
Feels new.
Yeah, new. You have an uncanny energy. So people, I think, respond to that.
That's coffee. That's all just 3 cups of coffee before
It's
you.
very entertaining. You come up with some new concepts a lot of times, and you kind of break it down to the, sort of the street or novice level, so we can understand, what these executives are talking about.
Well, it's got to be accessible.
Right.
We want to serve as broad an audience as possible, but we want to be substantive.
Right.
Not fluffy.
Right.
People sometimes think, oh, it's just a new show and you chat for people, but let me just throw it out to the audience right now. Are we learning anything today together, ladies and gentlemen? Huh? Yeah. Are we learning something? Are we making a difference here in your careers and your lives? Absolutely.
Well, I started this company called Streamlight Productions 5 years ago.
Yes, that would be streamlightproductions.com, right?
We do have a website, yeah.
Keep going, I'm sorry.
We've done 1,200 videos in the last 3 years in Omaha. And the thing that's always ringing true now, more and more than ever, is that websites these days need to be focusing on great content. About 12, 13 years ago, if you're a small business or a nonprofit, you just had to have a website.
Yeah.
Okay, it could just be a placeholder, just whatever, abc.com, that had your address, maybe a picture of you or something like that. But nowadays, it's the content that matters that's on websites.
Right.
And this is a stat that we start with when we talk to new businesses and nonprofits, is that you are 53 times more likely to sell your product or service on a website that has video on it. That's a real number. 53 times more likely. We produce videos.
Let's find another way to say that. I mean, that's an incredible number.
Yeah, 53 times more. And the reason why is because people respond to people.
Yes.
The internet without video is basically a collection of brochures,
yes,
still images and text.
And white papers and some research.
Right, but people
text-based.
People respond to people.
Yes.
And so the only way you can animate or give people that sense that they met somebody or
yes,
saw how they spoke, saw what they looked like, is to use video. And that's why this is such a powerful, to bring it back around to WOWBIZ, is that This is video. This isn't just an audio blog, blog series that you download off of iTunes, which would be fine too.
Sure.
And that's how blogs, got started, at least audio blogs. But this is this is like television programming, and that's been working for 60 years.
Yes. And the interesting thing is it's not just a one-off experiment where, hey, we did a video and that was kind of nice.
Right.
But what I want to share with you that you may not fully appreciate is the relationships that come out of this interaction.
Right.
It is amazing, the calls that I get from people that were on or their guest, or I saw a video, and do you know anybody? I mean, it goes...
There's always, at the very end, there's always, your guests are always exchanging business cards, talking to each other. Let's get together.
That's right.
I mean, it's been an amazing networking opportunity.
Really, and I think we can go a little further there, as a matter of fact. Absolutely.
I agree.
But you know what, my friend? You are the catalyst. You stood up, you reinforced me, you reassured me that we were on the right track. I had doubts at certain points during the unfolding of this thing, and you were always positive and reinforced my end. So I really appreciate it, Mr. Schneider.
Come here, Lynn.
Thank you, buddy.
Come on.
There we go.
Big boy.
We're friends.
Come on now. Give it up. Thank you.
Dan Schneider from Spin My Productions. We'll be right back on our next show. Thank you so much.